Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation on what is a pretty momentous day for the club. Obviously, this morning we find out that Phillipe Clement was to be the new Rangers manager. Great news. Or actually, head coach is his exact position, which does indicate that a director of football appointment is not too far away, especially when you consider Clement is not a coach, a head coach, a manager who likes to make his own signings. Apparently, that is not something he's done previously with Club Bruges, with Monaco, with Genk. So this is something that obviously we will have to look at, and no doubt there will be lots of names linked with the director of football position. Hang on to the end of the video. I will be debunking one of those names later. But first things first, one of the things that was asked straight away this morning after he was appointed, seeming on X and on a number of sources and on podcasts that I watched, any names in the frame yet for his assistant? That was one of the big questions. Well, he has moved this afternoon to name his first assistant coach. That is Stefan Van de Hayden, who is a former Belgian professional footballer and is a current coach, who has had a pretty unremarkable playing career, represented his country 4 times, and has done a lot of coaching, including supporting Phillipe Clement previously at Club Bruges as well. Well, what do we know about Stefan Van de Hayden? Well, we know his name is obviously Stefan Van de Hayden. He's 54 years old. He is from Saint-Gilles-Vaast in Belgium. He's formerly a midfielder. In his playing career, he played for Bavarian, Club Bruges, Roda JC Clad, Lille OSC, Roda again, Germinal Beerschot, and FC Capellen. So experience of playing in Belgium and France mainly. Had 4 appearances for the Belgian national team. In terms of his management career, he was assistant manager at Sporting Lokeren. He was a scout and an assistant manager for Club Bruges, including working under Phillipe Clement or with Phillipe Clement between 2011 and 2017. One of the things that I think that will be very interesting to Rangers fans is the fact that he is a former scout, someone with a reputation for bringing in good quality players to Club Bruges and certainly helping Bruges in building those teams that won league titles. He was also assistant manager for FK Vardar Skopje, which is which is a team I'm sure that some of us have never heard of, but they are actually a Macedonian club. He then went on to be assistant manager for 3 years of the Jordanian national team. So that's national team experience before finishing recently. I've been the assistant manager of Kerala Blasters FC, who are apparently a team in the Indian Super League. Nothing to do with the IPL, the Indian 2020 cricket. But that's a little bit of background on Stefan Van de Hayden. He is someone, like I said, who has supported and worked with Phillipe Clement, on a number of occasions. As like I said, fairly unremarkable playing career, obviously much more focused on the coaching side of things since obviously the retirement, or since his retirement. It's interesting, isn't it, as well, that Clement is moving to bring in his own people, which I think is good for the club. At the end of the day, we want Phillipe Clement to feel as settled as possible, to do the best at each job that he can. And the best way of doing that is allowing him to bring in his own men. Stefan Van de Hayden is quite clearly one of his own men. So let's look at it this way. It is a positive appointment from that aspect. But Stefan Van de Hayden is now the assistant head coach of Rangers and will support Phillipe Clement. So positive news, guys, very positive news. And what is pretty much a very positive news day for Rangers, very much a day of celebrating a new beginning for the club, a new start for the club. One name we can debunk, by the way, for the director of football job is Sam Jewell. Sam Jewell, who is involved with Brighton, was the guy who helped Brighton to bring in Moises Caicedo. Also the son of former Wigan and Bradford City boss Paul Jewell. Now, there was lots of speculation in the media this morning, Football Scotland, the Daily Record and the Sun, that Rangers were interested in securing the services of Sam Jewell. Apparently, according to a number of insiders, Chris Jack, for example, this is a non-mover, and he is not in the frame for the job and will not be appointed as Rangers director of football. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the appointment of Van de Hayden as the assistant to Phillipe Clement. It does seem like it's a Belgian takeover, very much letting Phillipe bring in his system, settle in his tactics. Van de Hayden will know the tactics he uses, knows how Clement likes to play. So I think that is obviously a very big positive for the club. Anyway, guys, if you can smash the like on your way out, and always remember number 2 for me, we are the people.